everybody. Hello. Woo! Yeah, welcome to Live with Faith. Back again today. Hey Freshie. Hey, Brian. Woo! All right. So, I got something really cool for you guys today. Today, we are going to talk about what is your primary human right. And the reason this is so important is because everything that we think of, it's the linchpin for everything we think of as morality, as the law, as everything that, our relationships. Hey, what's up? Good day. Nice to see you. Hey, Laria. This is the core. This is the foundation for everything, the entire way our human systems operate. It's everything. And when you get this one thing, when you understand it, you all of a sudden, it's like, have you ever had really bad eyesight, or maybe you put on somebody else's really bad glasses, right? And then all of a sudden you put up that lens and all of a sudden everything becomes clear. That's what this is like. That's what I'm about to teach you today, okay? So today we're just going to start with the first primary right. And the first primary right is your right of ownership in your own body. That is the first primary right. That is the core from which all things that we consider human rights stem from. It is our right of ownership in our own body. What do I mean by that? I mean that, hey, Enrique, we're talking about the core primary human right, which is ownership in our body. Now, why is that one so critical? Okay? Because without that right, there would be no basis, no standard for anything else we consider moral, actually, right? Our first primary right is our right of property in our body. So I, as a conscious being or a spirit or whatever you want to call it, right? But I, as an entity, have come into this reality in this body, right? This body is my vehicle. This body is my property. Now, why is this so critical? Because without this right, without this primary right of ownership in my body, there would be no logical foundation or core for any kind of thing that we consider morally bad, right? So if I didn't have a property right in my body, then why would it matter if somebody murdered me, right? Things like slavery and murder and rape and assault, these would not be morally wrong because there's no right there, you see? The reason we have a right in our body is because the reason that those things are wrong is because this is my property and you are not allowed to violate it. That's the reason. Hey, Laxar, good to see you. Hey, Victoria. Today we're talking about something really critical, which is the primary foundation for everything in the world that we consider moral, and that is our property right in our own body. I, as a conscious being, own this body. This body is my property. This is the vehicle that my consciousness is here in. This is the vehicle of my body, right? And if I have a property right in it, that is the only core basis for why we say something is wrong, right? Why we say it's wrong to murder, it's wrong to assault, it's wrong to rape, it's wrong to slavery, right? This is why all over the world, we have all agreed that slavery is wrong. Why? It's still practiced everywhere, just like murder and rape and everything else. But we know it's wrong. Hey, Luxar, thank you. Because no one can own the body except the person who's the entity, right? The consciousness whose body this is. That is the only person that can own this body, right? We've all agreed that no other person gets to own your body. It's only the person whose body it is. And that is, in our American Constitution, we call it an inalienable right. What does that mean? It means you cannot separate yourself from it. You cannot give it away. You cannot sell it. It cannot be separated from you. It is so integral to you as a human that as long as you are alive, Your consciousness is inseparably connected to this body. Therefore, you cannot give up your property ownership. You see? This is your body, and you cannot give away that right. You see? That is the foundation for everything we consider morality and everything we consider the law. I want you to really think about that, because that concept, when I say I own me, I own my body, that's what I'm saying. This is my property. It means if something is my property, then I have full say over what happens to it, right? I get to decide. I get to decide who can touch it. I get to decide what I do with it. I get to decide what I want to create with it, right? All of these things, those are my decisions as my own separate conscious entity that owns this body. Now, what is the other side of ownership? And this is where your true power is found. Freedom is not being free to do anything you want. Freedom is knowing that you have the power to create your own life, to create your own reality, okay? And when you fully accept ownership of yourself, you also fully accept responsibility for yourself. That's the key. When I say I fully own myself, therefore I get to make my own decisions, and you don't get to tell me what to do with my life. You don't get to try to apply pressure to me to force me to do what you want, right? No, that's not okay. This is fully my own body. Then the next piece of that, though, is I'm also responsible. So I can't sit there and blame somebody else. I can't say, you did this to me, therefore my life is going to be horrible, right? I can't even say, you made me angry, right? This is what's really interesting, okay? Because I fully own myself, I own everything that this body does. I own my actions, my thoughts, and my emotions. That is very, very powerful. I own my actions, my thoughts, my emotions. If I own those things, I'm responsible for my actions, thoughts, and emotions. And I cannot put that on anybody else. So this is kind of the key foundation stone to even everything we consider personal development. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Thank you, Lexar. Okay. Mike is saying, can you mirror your video? The slide is backwards. I have no idea how to do that. But okay, I will try that on the next one, okay? Because today we're just doing the first level. We're just doing the first level, which is our ownership right in our body, okay? Now, when I understand that, why is that so critical? Because as soon as I know that my ownership right, that I own my emotions, I'm like, wait, okay. So if I own my emotions, I own my thoughts, I'm in charge of them. I'm responsible for them. That means I don't get to say, you made me angry. I get to recognize you did an action and I feel angry, but that's my own emotion. I can change it. I can choose to be angry. I can choose not to be angry. I can choose something else, you see? And that is where your power lies. Because you get to, when you take back ownership and responsibility, you get to choose your experience of life. You choose if you're going to be happy or not, if you're going to be angry or not. You get to choose all of that, right? That is the power of true ownership and responsibility, right? But that is fundamentally your right. So I want you to understand that is your right. And if you have given it away, if you have been subjugating yourself, right? Putting yourself, your own needs, your desires, your comforts below other people, thinking other people are more important than you, right? All of that is a lie, because this is your fundamental core underlying right that every human has. Doesn't matter male, female, child, doesn't matter any of it. Our core fundamental right is our ownership right in our own body. And that doesn't matter who you are, how educated you are, none of it. That's all. That's it. You have the right to make the decisions for your own body. That's it. That's your right, okay? And if anybody violates that right, if anybody attacks you, touches you without your permission, tries to force you to do something you don't want to do, that is a violation of your sovereign right of ownership in your own body. So when I say I own me, that's what I mean. And this is the first level, okay? This is the first level of understanding the 4 principles of ownership. And that these are the pillars on which the whole rest of society and everything else rests. The first level is understanding your ownership right in your body. All right? Tomorrow, we're going to do the next one. Okay? You ready? This is going to be fun. Woohoo! All right, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.